Oh my, what a beautiful Friday in Colorado Springs. I really don't like this thing. It's not functional. Alright. So, I have some explaining to do. Hey everybody, Zoom360 here on the go. We're back in Colorado Springs. So now we have Suki back. We came back here on Wednesday afternoon, and we came back just in time because yesterday, Thursday, we had snow. So Suki and snow kind of don't go quite well together. So I'm glad we came back just in time, just before the snow hit yesterday. But today is gonna be sunny, and the roads should be clear. I have a couple of things I gotta do. I wanna buy a new mass airflow sensor for Suki because I don't know why I just never thought about replacing that, though I should have, like maybe 200,000 miles ago. But there is no code. It's just that I don't want to wait till that fails. And so I do want to talk about a couple of things. Prior to the car going down to El Paso, Texas to get fixed, I did get a couple of CF things for it, because I bought a CF trunk, I bought a CF front, side, and rear wind splitters, and neither actually made it onto the car, and I wanted to explain why that is. And also I wanted to also talk about the next trip, which if everything goes well should be happening next Thursday. So that's about a week from today. Today is Friday. Yeah, so I'm gonna fast forward to the storage area, and then we'll talk as I get myself together and start the day. And all right, so let's go. And a few hours since I spoke to you, we were right here at the storage facility, gonna do some things. I have some explaining to do, as I said before. I had to run some errands because I had to get myself a mass airflow sensor, because I realized that Suki has 300 and now she's at 311,000 and some odd miles, and I've never replaced the mass airflow sensor. And I'm surprised that the one I have hasn't thrown a code yet, but I'm not waiting until it does. So yeah, so what I've done is I've purchased a new one, and I'm gonna clean the old one and keep it, maybe I can use it at, I don't know, maybe I can use it at 600,000 miles, who knows, or something like that. So this is the mass airflow sensor I just purchased from AutoZone. It's from Denso. Usually, this is the brand I buy to buy a whole lot of parts for this car. Like the O2 sensors are also from Denso. So I'm gonna replace that sometimes today, but which brings me to the first thing I guess I have to explain. Now when I was rear-ended last year, I did say that the trunk of the car was going to be CF, that's carbon fiber, and but we didn't go with that because the CF trunk itself, the very top is very, very thin, so there's no way that the trunk could support the rear wing because it's so thin. Because if I would drill it in, eventually as I drive and the wind hits it, the CF trunk would have cracked, so we couldn't use it. And the other reason why that we couldn't use it is because of this. The original shape of the IS with the actual trunk, if you look at this angle here, there's a curve. Not sure if you can see it too well, but it curves like this. It's like it's coming, like it goes down here, then it slowly comes back up. The CF trunk didn't have that. The CF trunk went kind of straight down. So the problem that we ran into is that this did not match the CF trunk, because this will go down and then curves up. The CF trunk would go straight down, so it just didn't line up well. So we ended up not using it. And yeah, just to reiterate, so this is the part, okay? This part, because it's a metal trunk, can support this. Where the CF, like this, was so thin, is that there's no way that this could be, this would have held and, like, stay there and not crack the trunk. So we chose to find a trunk from another IS. I think this trunk came from an IS from a salvage yard somewhere in Texas, I think. And yeah, so it was white, and now it's been repainted, and now it looks really, really good. So that's the first thing. The second thing was, if you guys remember, again, you guys also know that I bought some CF wind splitters, and they're right here. Okay, so of course the obvious question would be, why are they on the floor and not on the car? And I'm going to explain. But those were painted and they were prepped to be installed. It's just that we decided to not have it on the car, obviously. So let me like show you first how they look, and then I'm gonna explain that one. All right, guys, so this is the carbon fiber wind splitters that did not make it onto the car so far. So, and this is the reason why. And I hate to admit it, as much as I would love to have this car splittered, the people who were painting it were right, because driving from El Paso to here, I realized that they were right. Now the ones for the front, the reason why that we didn't put it on the front is because this bumper is actually a 2-in-1. This is the factory bumper from up here to about down here. This is the factory, but this is a lip from this area right here, this line sort of, to the bottom. It's a lip. It has been fused together to make one piece. Now the problem with that is the point where it's linked, it will always be the bumper's weakest point, because it's not built as a one complete bumper as it looks right now, which means that if we attach this to that, and since this car, it's not a show car, it is my road trip car. I drive everywhere with it, all over the US, all over Europe. I've been with this car, and I've hit a lot of places that I just didn't see coming, or at night driving, I don't see it coming. So that means if we attach the splitter to the front bumper, is that any hit that the splitter would get will send shock waves through the bumper, and that line where it's actually glued and fused as one will crack. It would just crack across. So that was a high risk. So the plan, at least right now, is it's either to have the splitter, the rear, the sides, and the front possibly go onto the Veloster when it starts to go through its metamorphosis to look from that to more like this. So I I'm not sure exactly when that's going to start, but that's going to start pretty soon, is that we're going to have this car not look so much stock. It's going to look a lot more like this. Not with the Superman. We're going to go with you know, somebody else, but that's the plan right now. So that's the reason why that we didn't put the front splitters in, and I don't see the point to, if we're not gonna do that, to put the side and the rear. Now there is a small chance that eventually this might still go on this car, is that I plan to get myself a second bumper, and then I'm gonna ship that to the shop, and they will repaint it. Of course, they're gonna make it match the front of this car, and then since it's a one piece, we might put the front splitters on that bumper, and if that's happening, then I'm gonna have the side and the rears be placed on this car as well, so that we have a bumper at least with the splitter, so we can interchange it and stuff like that. I just realized this is actually going to be a first time reveal as well, because when I picked this up from El Paso, I didn't actually look to see how it looked, though I did see like one teaser pic about it, but I didn't really get to check it out. So we are going to see it together for the first time completely. Wow, they look really, really good. So what we did some kind of a I think light bluish clear type of coating, because the intent for this was for it to match, though you probably can't see it in here because of the light, but it was for it to match with the wing. So the same coat that's on here, it looks like a clear kind of greenish bluish sort of thing happening. That was supposed to match that. So again, man, those look really, really stinking good. So yeah, so the intent of, now of course we had to, because had those were going to go on here, that those will have to be cut, you know, just to make it fit. But yeah, so we chose not to use them for now, at least on this car, because I think had we had those installed, like, you know, driving up here, I had a lot of close calls. I actually kind of grazed a little bit on the right side there, which means that had the splitter was on there, it would have gotten damaged. I think those splitters should go on a car that I'm not gonna be using to drive all over the place. Yeah, so of course, you know, this was supposed to go, let me grab this one. This one is a lot closer to what I want to show. Let me see. So of course, you know, this would have gone, okay, don't want to drop you guys up here somewhere like that. Now of course this would have gotten cut, but yeah, it would look good. But so I don't know, guys, what do you think? Maybe this should go on this car. I don't know, what do you think? I don't know, maybe, I don't know. Will the wind, will this fit? This looks so good. This looks so stinking good, man. I don't know, what do you guys think? Maybe when, you know, when we start to go crazy on this car a little bit with the looks. Oh, this fits perfectly. Actually, this fits better than, it's sort of the precise length almost Almost. What do you guys think? The next road trip, if nothing crazy happens, crossing my fingers. So I looked online, and I'm just in time for the fall meet of Import Alliance. So I think we're gonna go. I think I'm gonna go over there. So it's 15 hours away. It's in Bowling Green. All right, it's in Kentucky. So I think that is going to be the next trip. So I hope it happens. And if it's going down, if it's actually going to happen, of course, I am taking you with me. So I'll see you hopefully next week as I'm vlogging my way to Kentucky for the fall meet of Import Alliance. So this is it as a video. Like, subscribe, and share. And this is Zoom 360 inviting you to get up, get out, and do it. Don't just watch me do these trips. Get in your car and do them too. It's fun. Like, subscribe, and share. And I'm out.